Hey y'all, we here with Make It Make Sense on the tip of parenting subject today. I have Tek and Daveloc here, and we're gonna tap into them subjects today. It may be sensitive for some, but this is for educational purposes only. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up? What's that?
Um, so I'm gonna start with Dave. Um, with you having a son, how would you keep him from making the same mistakes that you made?
That's what you say it one more time, please.
In your situation, how would you keep your son or your children overall from making the same mistakes that you made?
So,
Y'all low, so y'all
the
gotta
only
speak up.
thing that I'm going through, I just talked to them as much as I could about, like school and things like that, things that I didn't do. Because I look at the things that I didn't do, and I believe that's what helped lead me into the situation I'm in today. So I believe school is something that I always go over with them from being in here. Even though my son graduated into college, my daughter, she's about to be 12, so, she makes straight A's and stuff. And I just try to participate with her in every way I can. Like, whether it's a spelling test or she give me the words and I test her on, whatever I could do. And then in between, I talk to her and I let her know, like, these mistakes that I made, these choices that I made, like, and she shouldn't have to, suffer from the choices that I made, the wrongdoings that I've done, but at the same time, to just continue to move forward, try not to think of my situation because I'm the one who put myself here. So I think by letting them both know that I accept responsibility for my actions, let them realize they don't want to go through these type of situations to where they gotta accept responsibilities for actions that they could make in life. That could be, the wrong choices.
Okay. So this question right here is for Tek. Um, it's basically the same questions. How would you keep your son from making the same mistakes that you have made that led you into being in your situation? Um, yeah, so answer that for us, and then I got another question for y'all. Like, what do that look like for you?
So, our son, because you're my wife, and we
Or
share
our
a son,
son?
but right, Tech. So transparency, definitely being honest and open with them. Like Dave Loke said, like to keep them from making the same mistakes that we made or I made. And you included because you've been through this struggle too. Like you're not a saint when it kind of like the struggles that you went through as a woman. But as
Right.
a man, the most important thing is keeping the lines of communication open so that he know that he have someone to talk to, but not sugarcoating it and not hiding anything from him. But knowing that though I'm not going to sugarcoat it and hide it from him, and I'm going to be honest about who I am and the mistakes and struggles that I've made, been through and the mistakes that I've made, knowing when is the appropriate time to share certain information with him. You know what I mean? Because it's not always a time and a place to be able to be like, yo, I'm a gang member. Yo, I'm this, I'm that. Yo, I went through this, I went through that. But when I see him start to go through certain stuff in his transition to boyhood, when I see him start to imitate the wrong crowd, when he come home from school acting a certain way that I know that is not good for his development or that I feel strongly against, that's when I need to sit down and be like, yo, this is this. Or when he start, interacting with females, when I feel like he might be doing something inappropriate, like, yo, this is that, this is this, so that we address these issues as they happen and not allowing him to be so curious to where as though he start trying to seek stuff out, trying to learn stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about, like I said, just being transparent and just being able to keep the lines of communication open so that he can be able to talk to me and us whenever he's going through certain stuff and feel comfortable with it.
Okay. So this question is for both of y'all. Like, outside of the sons, because we all have daughters. You know, we have 3 daughters to be exact. So, what do overall parenting mean to y'all? Like, what do that look like for y'all in y'all situation? Like, how do y'all cope with? How do y'all manage the two? Being in your situation and having to parent.
So for me, tech, first and foremost, is the utmost important in our situation because I don't want my kids or anybody's kids to go through this. I don't want them to end up in this situation. So I know that it's not about coming from the hood. It's not about being from Baltimore. It's not about being in the gang. It's not about any of that makes me want to be a parent or that makes me being a parent important because there's people from all different walks of life behind these walls. It's doctors in here, former lawyers in here, it's white people, black people, brown people, all kinds of different people from different backgrounds within these prison walls. You know what I mean? So the most important aspect of it is being able to be present in their growth and development because they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for life. So I owe it to them to be a part of every aspect of their life, whether it be homework, whether it be discipline, whether it be fun and games, whether it be whatever it is, I want to be available to them. And to keep them from being able to go through any struggles I went through, whether it be getting shot, getting stabbed, whether it be, having kids at a young age, you know what I'm saying, whether it be, learning about what it is to respect a woman, whether it be whatever I went through in life, whatever we go through in life, minus the fact that I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be present for their life so that they can grow up and say, I'm proud of my dad, not because he's in prison, because he taught me this. My dad taught me how to do this. My dad was there for me when I needed him the most, despite the fact that I'm in prison. So just being able to just show them that, yo, you didn't ask for this life. This is the choice that me and your mother made without you. So I'm going to make sure that I make myself available to you at every part of your life. You know what I mean?
Okay. What about you, Dave?
So, I'm gonna just say this. So for my kids to see what I'm going through, it's like soul clenching. It's something that I was like holding in and not expressing fully to people, like on how it really makes me feel from what they have to go through because of the choices that I made. And as far as my son, I don't know. I think it was a difference because he a boy. So when he was young and I was, on the run from the feds in the state, but doing the things that I have done, he was aware. But, he grown with kids of his own now. But my daughter, she wasn't born, so she just found out maybe a year ago of my situation by getting tired of asking me when I'm coming home. And when she found out, she snapped. She was in school in a place she never get in trouble at, things like that. So I was able to talk to her, and I was able to let her know, like, life consists of choices. I didn't know how I was going to say it, but I told her, like, life consists of choices, and, I put myself here, but most and foremost, I let her know that I wasn't going to be executed or nothing like that bad. And by opening up to her, gave her the chance to open back up to knowing that, she can talk to me about these type of things. Only we can make the situation better by just, like me being there for it, any form that I can, whether it's visits, writing her through mail, like just stay letting her know, like, I appreciate her for allowing me to be her father because I love her from out there, so she don't have to allow me that right. So by me knowing that I can still be a parent for my kids, it's like
we running out of time, so stick a pin in that, and we're gonna continue it on the next one. Just remember where you stopped off at. Come back for part 2.